yeah, I don't know. That was a weird checkout. Well, who am I speaking with right now?
Lorna.
Lorna, okay, well.
Not too long ago.
Oh, yeah, we did. We just had a session. Yeah, what's going on? It's great, though, because there were like 10 people in front of you, and then everybody dropped off, and you were the next one up. So,
oh, wow.
Obviously, this
How
is the way it was
crazy is
meant
that?
to be. Yeah, right?
Okay.
Well, hold on, Lorna. Before we move into that, what I'm hearing is, I mean, I know obviously there was probably a technical thing with the teleseminar, but literally there was kind of a place in the energy where it looks like some of it just went blank, and there was like almost, this is a weird analogy, but it's almost like the rapture. Like literally some of us just switched into a new dimension, and we lost some of you when we went back. So for those of you that are listening, if you felt lost or if you felt like something happened, make the decision to make the jump and make the decision that you are coming with us and that you're moving forward, because you are by all means invited. So I'm going to invoke the formula there, and it looks like where I said in the beginning of the call we were going to try to make it to the other side, and I wanted 90% of us to go. 90% of us are there, and I want the other 10% to know that when they listen back, they can come along too. So now that I said that, I get we can go forward. So what's going on?
Like 2 years ago, I was totally in my center, and I was seeing from that place, from the expanded mind.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't seeing, and like I woke up in that state. I was in it for 2 weeks. Then I wasn't seen and heard, and I dropped that consciousness.
Wow. Okay, so whatever, this is really weird, because literally what you're just describing is just what happened on the call. Everybody was there, everybody was fine, and then whatever happened, everybody dropped and disappeared. So what I'm hearing is it's just about making a choice. I want discernment around what happened. Lorna, will you give me a movie title?
Impossible, like the
like Mission Impossible?
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, you said that, and I got the dun 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 dun. So I go to that, and I go to the story of our ascension. And so literally there is a place in our energy field that we just hit that says to everyone involved, ascension is impossible. And everybody just hit that place. And now what they're showing me is, and I don't know, I'm sure everybody has not seen The Truman Show, but for those of you who have, there's a scene in the movie, spoiler alert, it's 15 years old. If you haven't seen it by now, too bad. Spoiler alert, Truman lives in kind of a fake reality where he's being recorded, and he at one point tries to go escape, and he gets on a boat, and he's afraid of water and afraid of a storm, and so the producers create a storm, and they create the water going crazy, but he holds on, and he's not going anywhere. He's going to make it. You know, he's going to do this. And there's a scene in the movie where he kind of falls asleep on the boat, and the storm subsides, and he goes, and all of a sudden the boat it looks like it's just sailing into the horizon, right? And all of a sudden it like hits a wall, and it's a wall painted to look like the horizon, and he realizes he's just hit a wall, and at that wall there's a door where he can escape. He can literally take the choice to move out into the real world. So what happened with everybody on the call, we just hit that wall where everybody went, hey, do we want to move into a new reality now? Because here's the door. We can walk right through it. So around choosing to walk through that door, I'm certainly going to choose that, and I get there is something that we all have that is limiting us. Whoa, this is going to hit a few nerves because I went right back to Cuckoo Cuckoo Mrs. Robinson, and then I went to religion. So around releasing the story of whatever religion has to do in the limiting way of where we can go, what we can do, what we can accomplish, and allowing us to now move into a new story of who we truly are, I invoke the formula. Whoa. I am divine love.
That's
I don't know if it feels really
internally. Oh my God.
Yeah, I literally, my brain feels like it just spun around in my head. That doesn't happen to me very often. I literally feel like I'm completely on a different call. That's weird. Sorry, I don't mean weird. Somebody the other day said, you said weird in my session, and I was like, no, I don't mean for you. I mean, it was just such a different energy for me. I don't experience that, so it was neat. I'll say that. Lorna, I get we're complete. There's something else I want to do for the consciousness, so I need you to give me a song.
All You Need Is Love.
Okay, so around filling in the gaps, and anybody that's maybe not sure they want to go through that door, kind of letting love come in and just kind of like literally blow them through, just be the wind beneath their wings that's a horrible song. Sorry. That's so cheesy, but it's just like, I just saw that picture of somebody like opening up with a parasail and just letting the wind carry them through. So around all of that, I am divine love. I invoke the formula. That was amazing. Thank you, Lorna.
I still feel this bungee though. Like it's.
You
like,
feel what is it?
Oh, I don't know. It feels like a bungee. And
like you're like. Do you feel like you're falling, or do you feel like you're going down or coming up?
No, horizontal.
Horizontal bungee.
It's really weird.
Well, the first thing I heard was cut it, so we're going to cut that. And then part of it, then what I saw was like, excuse me, we're moving a lot of energy. I got the hiccups. I saw a thing at the fair where you like shoot the little fake duck, and then it turns around and goes the other way, and then you shoot it, and it turns around and goes the other way. So for any energy that is kind of trapped in that horizontal movement, as opposed to all around expanded movement where it's left, right, up, down, right, all circular spinning, all moving, all expanding, that's where we're going. We're invoking the formula there. Give me one more song. Oh no, it's from me, and the song is okay. It's I think I'm coming down. That's where we're going, or we're going to coming down. So around knowing that you can stay in that wonderful place, and you don't need to keep yourself tethered to any place, and you don't need to stay down in a lower place. You can allow yourself to rise up and ascend. I invoke the formula around that place. And we are finished with that, and I want to try and I'm going to speed up here a little bit, guys. Again, it's nothing to any of you. We've all, as the energy goes, it goes. I'm going to run a little bit over tonight because I want to try to get to as many of this as I can. And as soon as I hear the energy say we're full, we'll be full. But right now we're not full. So right now I'm going back because you're back on the call. It's the 832 number in Houston, Texas.
Yes, hello.
Hi, there you are. Sorry, we got a little glitch there, but I can hear you fine.
I know, and I was desperately trying to
I
couldn't hear anything, and then I started sending you emails.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what happened. A couple of people dropped off, and a few people stayed, but there was a weird little energy exchange there. So for those of you that maybe dropped off the call, go back and listen to what happened, because it was like there was a huge shift that kind of I felt like I got knocked into a different space. And when I went to the next caller, 10 calls in front of her dropped, so she was the next one up, and she was literally talking about a place where she was there, and then she got knocked off. And so go back and when you guys download, listen, that was really, really intense. But what can I do for you specifically today?
Okay, well, I have, I don't know why I would want to hang on to this, but I haven't been able to figure out how to let go. For about 4 or 5 years, I've had something called burning mouth syndrome. It literally feels like my whole mouth is scorched.
Wow. Well,
I also have knee problems. I'm with the lady with the feet. I have knee problems.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit different for you, but it's going to be related to, energetically, the way I see it, it's going to be related to the mouth. The mouth, what I go to, is speaking your truth, and your truth kind of coming out like fire, but then somebody trying to put that fire out. So I'm going to two different things, and one is, what have you not said that you wanted to say, and then what did you say that you wish you wouldn't have said or somebody told you to take back? Now, I don't need you to answer that consciously. I just need you to know energetically that that's part of what it's around. So then I go into the knees, and it looks like kind of getting cut off at the knees, and so it's a fear of power and a very disempowered energy. So I want to invoke the formula. Hold on. I don't care what it is physically. I'm telling you energetically where we're going, and then I want you to invoke the formula.
Okay.
So do that.
Okay.
Now give me a song. Yep, we're going to the blank space. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this back up. So this is where we're going so that you can know.
Well, I was still getting Love Hurts, and I don't know why.
Yeah, okay. Well, so there's a place in your energy that's unable to see a new thing. You're unable to see a new place. So I am the balance of the frequency of masculine, feminine, and child within the radiation of my light. Now, when I go there, your energy does not accept that. So I want you to consciously invoke the formula, and I'm going to watch as you do it. So just out loud say, I invoke the formula.
I invoke the formula.
So, okay, it literally looks like it kind of goes down, and almost before it hits the knees, it's like it hits a thing that pings it right out of your system. So we're moving into power, but it's the absence of power. So it's the place in you that there's a collapse in the energy that just says, I'm empowered when I'm disempowered. So here, take my power, and I'm not going to say another word about it. And then I kind of see a zipping of the lips. So that also goes back to like, I want to say around age 5, man in the family. So there's just kind of that, there's a couple of different things going on. So I want to invoke the formula around all of that. Okay, now you're willing to balance it. So I am the balance of the frequency of masculine, feminine, and child. I am the balance of the frequency of my divine self allowing myself to radiate my light from all dimensions. That's weird, but that's where we're going. And then I am divine love. And then what comes up is stepping now into your power. And kind of what looks like it happens is it's almost like you were wearing false legs underneath as you step out of them, because then I see like it's almost invisible, and then as you start to take steps forward, these new legs start to appear. So around allowing yourself to take new steps in your creation and move into a new place, what's the highest thing? Give me a movie.
Oh, God, I don't see any movies. The Matrix?
Okay, well, that's fine. You would do that to me at the end of the call.
That's one I haven't seen, and I want to know more about.
Well, okay, so where we're going right now is unplugging from the Matrix, and there is okay. You guys, that was a big one, but I guess it doesn't have to be. So for everyone who still may be plugged in, I want you to just invoke the formula, and I know people are going to have a question about what is the Matrix and what is all this stuff.
Right.
When I always talk to people, it's always fun, especially when I talk to other healers, and they go, wow, I don't see you in the Matrix. And I go, it's because I'm not here. Part of what we do when we look through the field, I have a great friend who some of you, I think, have actually bought both of the packages, because I had got emails saying, you guys are so similar. We're actually really good friends. Her name is Dr. Kimberly McGeorge, and we're actually going to do something in December together. And I just told her yesterday, I said, oh, my gosh, Kim, I have this great idea. One of the things that I want to do, I don't know if I want to do it now or if I want to wait, but I want you to do it with me, is do something around unplugging people from the grid, which is the Matrix. And she went, oh, my gosh, that is the first step. And I said, well, no, the first step is choosing, obviously. Like, you want to choose to wake up. And but the first step, once you choose and once you ascend, is to now step away from the Matrix. Now, the Matrix is the place in the energy field that it's kind of, this is a weird way to describe it, but it's the place where all the fear comes from. It's the place that goes, you have to do this, you have to do this, or you're going to die, or you have to do this if you want to succeed or live or whatever. The Matrix is kind of that place, it's kind of, I'm going to use the word again, it's that bullshitty place where all fear resides. And it's the place where you get plugged into believing, I have to have this career, and I have to have this family, and I have to cast this vote, and I have to do this, this, and this. It's the system, it's whatever system. The best way I could describe it, it's almost like a prison system, but it's a system that people get put into where they kind of forget that they have total, complete choice, which I love that you brought this up now. I'm no longer mad at you. No, I wasn't mad at you anyway. I'm kidding. But I love that you brought it up because it ties so greatly in with what we talked about at the very beginning, which was having total and complete freedom and choice and sovereignty in our energy. And the Matrix is the place of limiting energy where we don't know that, and we're told we can't know that, and we're told we're not supposed to know that, and where we buy into it and then start to feed our energy as a collective into the collective beliefs and continuing those places of not knowing it, not believing it. As I talk about that, I can actually see your legs start to form.
Oh, my God.
Can you feel it?
Oh, it's my mouth. I'm knowing. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I was forever as a child saying things that I'm not supposed to know, that I'm not supposed to say.
Wow.
I remember.
You just gave me the chills.
Oh, my God, me too.
Yeah. Well, this is going to sound weird.
I got in such bad trouble for that all the time.
Well, what you just had is what I would call an awakening experience. You just kind of opened your eyes and went, I'm not here anymore. I'm not on the grid. This is what it feels like to not be on the grid.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, the energy is rolling from the top of my head through my body. It's very
I'm so excited right now that it worked out that way.
Thank you. Thank you.
I wasn't going to talk about this until next month. I was going to finish all of the teleseries and keep doing Ascension and then go, okay, but you guys obviously came forward, and whatever we did in the middle of the call that kind of rocked our energy, everybody's ready for it. And so those of you who've listened to me a long time, you know that whatever comes up, I'm willing to go with it and I'm willing to roll into it. So
thank you.
You're welcome. You just had that experience. And so for everyone else who wants that experience, make that choice. Make that choice.
Oh, that's the other thing I asked for, that whatever I got on this call, I wanted everyone else to be able to receive it.
That's beautiful. Well, what a blessing you are. So thank you for coming forward. And I want to thank everyone for coming forward, because you've seen how everyone else's calls and everyone else's energy has fed into everything else that we've done. So around anyone who wants to make the choice to move forward right now and step out of that grid and have that awakening experience, I want you to just claim, I am divine love. I invoke the formula. I am my divine self. Wow. Y'all, like, rocked me tonight. That was really amazing. I did not expect that. I mean, I try to go in with no expectations. But wow, I'm actually looking forward to downloading this call tomorrow and listening to it. So right before we leave, right before we finish, I want everybody to picture that golden light. We're gonna roll out with a golden light meditation, and it's gonna be a fast one because my dog needs to go outside. I can see her sniffing under the door and begging. So we're gonna allow that golden light to start flowing down through us. Just picture it spinning above. Open your chakras. Allow your body to not only receive this light, but to be this light. And this is not, we're not looking for anything to balance at this point. We are stepping off of the grid and we are allowing ourselves to fill up with our light self. And it's like, I feel like I'm going to use that word ascending. I feel like I'm literally moving up in consciousness in space right now. So for those of you that want to connect into this energy, allow that golden light to just come down and connect up and allow it to fill your body and then kind of become solid so that it can kind of start to lift you up. And let that energy lift you. And anything underneath you, anything that may be binding, any chains, any ropes, allow them to just be cut. Allow this light to sort of flash out around the feet and just instantly dissolve anything that may be holding you back. Now, allow this light to start moving all through your body, through your energy field. And picture, it's almost like I see right at the solar plexus, it's almost like a stage door opens up or curtains are pulled back and the window is open and this light begins to shoot through your solar plexus and out into reality. And what I want you to see in that reality is I want you to see almost a hologram being projected by this light. And I want you to see it, the hologram that you would like to step into, the life that you would like to lead, whether that is in money or health or joy or abundance, whatever that is, relationships, whatever that looks like, however you look like and feel like in that, project that and allow this light to start to build it. Allow this hologram to start filling in with light. And now allow this light to not only start flowing through you, but now allow it to start carrying you into that hologram, into that thing that you're projecting, into that thing that you're building. And welcome to the matrix of the self. Welcome to the place. Oh, I got the chills so bad on that one. Welcome to the place where you create everything. Namaste.